Hey Facebook, Jen Turnham here, or I should say hi ladies, because I'm coming to you live within our group, Energized Women. Just quick purpose of the group is for women to lift each other up and support each other to be the best sisters, mothers, friends, partners that we can. So if you know of anybody who you think might benefit from being a part of this group, then please share the link to our group with them and invite them to join. Happy Easter too, by the way. It's Easter Monday. I decided to still do the video this week because I'm trying to consistently do it every Monday, except when I'm on holidays. Yes, so tonight's topic is following on from last week. I started talking about the 4 Agreements, which is a book by Don Miguel Ruiz, and I talked about the first of the 4 agreements, and today I'm going to talk about the second of the 4 agreements, which is don't take anything personally. Before I go into that though, it's that time again where I have found some time in my schedule and I wanted to make a special offer. So I currently have 5 1-hour coaching calls on today's topic that I want to offer for the discounted rate of only $47. There's no obligation to book any further coaching after that. If you are interested, then please email hi@jenturnham.com before 5 p.m. on Thursday, the 5th of April. So that's 5 calls only. So getting quick, first in, best dressed. So as I mentioned, tonight's topic is don't take anything personally. So question for you, have you ever, and I think this is a bit, what's the word? Well, you don't really, bit rhetorical question, this one, is have you ever been hurt by someone else's harsh words? If yes, comment ouch or tell me about it, just so that I know that I'm on the right track with these topics. So that's whether you're watching this live or whether you're watching the recording, because I do come back and check the comments. So I think it's something that we can all relate to. And the reason we have this tendency to be hurt by other people's opinions or other people's words is because as human beings, we have an inbuilt automatic reaction to make everything about us. So if someone speaks harshly to us, if they give us a look, most of us immediately start to worry about what we've done wrong. It's human nature, because we all live in our own little world and we think everything's about us. So we take on other people's judgments of us, their opinions, their moods, their lashing out, and much, much more. The challenge with this though is what we're actually doing is we're giving others power over us, and we are too easily falling prey to other people's bad moods, their poisonous words, their judgments, and their opinions. We're allowing our enjoyment of life to be dictated by other people. Now that's definitely not the way I want to live my life. I want to be in control of my life. So what can we do instead? First of all, try to remember that, as I mentioned, we all live in our own little insular world, and so we live in our own insular world, but try and remember that everybody else lives in their little world as well. So the things they say, the opinions they offer, and even harsh words that someone might say directly attacking you, they're actually a direct reflection of them and actually have nothing to do with you. I'm not saying it's easy to do this, especially when people deliberately try to upset us, but it is possible. And the freedom comes from making yourself immune to the opinions and influence of others. It's one of those things that does take a lot of practice, but the time and the energy that you invest to stop taking things personally really are worth it. Just stop for a second and have a think about that. So imagine the sheer power, the freedom, and the liberation that you would feel if someone deliberately tries to hurt you with their words or their actions and you don't let them. That is a really powerful place to be. And as I mentioned, it takes a lot of energy to start with, but the more you do it, the easier it gets to remember that that's about them and it's nothing to do with me. So what can we do? I'm going to give you a little challenge to see if you can start implementing this into your life. So the goal, in order to master this not taking things personally, is it's about slowing down your reactions and your thought processes. Normally, somebody says something and we react in a split second. It's a really, really fast process. Think about the last argument you had with your partner or a sibling. They say something, bang, we've already reacted before we've even had a chance to think. We have actually thought, but the process happens so quickly that we don't necessarily realize it. So the goal is to slow all of that down so you can become more aware of what's happening. So next time you notice yourself feeling offended, hurt, or judged, stop what you're doing, grab a notebook, and jot down the following. So number one, what did the other person say or do that is causing a reaction in you? Secondly, remind yourself that this is a reflection of them and it's not about you, it's about them and what's going on for them. And also, write down, this is where you can have a bit of fun with it. So write down some alternative explanations that might explain their words or their behaviours. For example, you could write down maybe they're unhappy within themselves. Maybe they got out on the wrong side of bed this morning. Maybe their dog just died. So the possibilities of these alternative explanations are pretty much endless and they're only limited by your imagination. And what I would suggest you do here is sometimes the more ridiculous explanations that you can come up with are better because it is easier to stop that feeling of it being personal about you. It also flips it back on the other person, and you might even get a laugh out of it if you manage to come up with some totally ridiculous explanations for their behaviours. Now, obviously, you don't need to share these thoughts or these explanations with the other person. The goal here is do it for yourself as a way to stop taking things personally. And lastly, remember that these things take time, energy, patience, and most importantly, practice. The key is not to beat yourself up because you react one day and you forget to go through this exercise. Be kind to yourself, give it a go, and I promise you that the results are worth it, because if you can successfully stop taking things personally and really focus on this is about them, you really will start to come from a place of power and freedom, and your day and your week and your literally experience of life will be down to you and it won't be dictated by other people. That's pretty much it for tonight. Today, I just wanted to, as I said, mention briefly briefly about the second agreement, which is don't take anything personally. If you're interested in the first agreement, then you can check the video from last week. The first agreement is about being impeccable with your word. So just again to recap on the special offer that I have available this week. So I have 5 one-hour coaching calls on this topic for only $47. No obligation to book any further coaching. First in, best dressed. Email hi@jenturnham.com before 5 p.m. this Thursday, the 5th of April, if you do want one of these discounted calls. Thanks again for watching, whether it be live or on the recorded video. Please feel free to invite your friends to our group, anyone you think can benefit, and have a fabulous week, and I'll see you all next week. Bye.